Hey, hey, hey.
I'm so, I'm so sorry. All right.
Okay.
So, we want to do like a quick little video because
I'm yelling. I have a mic.
I'm not used. This is my
fucking
first
mic
time.
on your thing.
This is my first time using it. I'm
Yeah,
not
watch.
used.
Look at the little bar. See?
Okay. Sorry.
There we go. See how it's like going up really high just
the
from normal
camera's
talking?
so far away that
Yeah.
my brain shut off. Okay.
Apparently it shot when you hit me with a pillow.
I know. That threw me off.
Good thing it wasn't hot.
And I'm really glad
Lukewarm
that
dealership coffee. Thank God it wasn't hot. For some reason, coffee you make inside of a dealership stays warm for 30 seconds. It doesn't make any sense.
It's a good point. I'm glad I did not get on your shirt either.
Oh, yeah. Good aim. It's the only shirt I have left. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so what the heck happened today? I came in and everybody was in like, not a bad mood, but I could tell everyone's energy was just kind of depleted. I know it was busy. We sold 5 cars and, but I come in and I'm like, what's happening? Everybody's energy was just totally depleted. So please, please tell me.
Yeah, so today started off perfectly fine. So we came in and Ashlyn and I met at 8 o'clock, 8:30 this morning to meet a customer. We had a 2012 Challenger RT with 50K on it. They're a return customer. So I showed up and that was great. Great time. They're funny. They're awesome people.
Are they the ones who brought the plants?
No.
Oh.
No, we had amazing customers. All the customers today were absolutely phenomenal. There wasn't like an actual customer issue besides past customers.
Yeah, we had a customer bring us plants today.
Yep. They used to race cars and they brought us plants and they bought a GMC Envoy off of us. But no, I mean, that part's great. We did that, sold the car with Ashlyn. I hopped in the car, picked up coffee for you, drove back home, made some breakfast at the house, came back, and while I was at the house, I get a letter. And this is how the whole thing started. Someone pulled up behind you, sorry. For some reason they send me business letters to my house, which is kind of a little bit annoying. I talked to the bank about that.
Yeah.
But I get a letter and I open it and it's a yellow carbon copy. And yellow carbon copies or yellow copies inside of a credit union letter, at least for us, are for bounced checks. So at like 10 o'clock this morning, I open a letter at my house after having breakfast for a bounced check. I've had a couple of bounced checks before for insufficient funds, but it's usually insufficient funds for
Down payments.
Down payments, you know, $500, $1,000, and 99.9% of the time, up till this time, I was able to call the customers and be like, hey, you know, you gave me a $1,000 check and a bounce. And they go, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I meant to transfer the money to that account. I'll transfer the money and I'll come write you another check right now. Perfect, thank you. That's how it happens with every bounce check. This was a check for a whole car.
Which we don't normally
do.
Checks.
It's a personal check, but it was a low amount. It was $2,800. So it was a very low amount for the whole purchase price of a car. And I've done a good amount of actual personal checks for car purchases. I've never had a problem. It's always been fine. Is it smart to do? No, not necessarily. You should do a cashier's check unless it's very cheap. This was a $2,800 car, $2,800 check. They wrote it anyway, so I have that. That's how the day started as far as that part goes. And then this happened in the car. In fact, I can even pull up on my phone. I get a call from an 888 or 886 number, which is usually a bank or a lender or something. I let it go to voicemail. I hit the voicemail. Hey, I can say their name, but it's Westlake. Hey, this is Westlake. We're at part of the compliancy department, and we have a first payment. Compliance.
Compliancy?
I'm tired. Wait, is that a word?
Just compliance.
Compliance? Compliancy's a word.
No.
I'm gonna look it up.
Compliancy's not a word.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a word. Anyway, so with their compliance department, and they call and they leave a voicemail. They say, hey, account number blah, blah, blah is in recourse for a first payment default.
Wah, wah,
So,
wah.
So yeah, this is something no one ever talks about, at least in any YouTube videos I've found. I'm sure that there's videos out there, but I never see anyone talking about it. So I show up to the office and Aaron's having a great day until I show up. So which is funny because I started my day great and my day still is great. I come in the office, I'm like, hey, we have a first payment default for a customer, and Brennan loses his mind. Brennan's the finance manager and he starts digging into it. And what is the first payment default? Let's go into this.
Okay.
Okay, so there's lenders that can charge a first payment default if the customer who which you got their loan with, so Westlake is a discount dealer. They charge fees to the lender. Oh my God, dude. They are a discount lender, so what that means is they charge fees to us, the dealer, so that we have some skin in the game. So if I'm doing a deal for Jaiden, Jaiden has they're subprime, so bad credit. Bad credit, she comes to me, I get her a loan. They say, yes, we'll give Jaiden a $10,000 car. However, Chris, we're going to charge you a $1,000 fee to do the deal. And the customers don't know this. I can choose to pay that $1,000 fee in order to get the lending done for Jaiden. And that way I have some skin in the game as myself as a dealer. That way Westlake at least makes some type of money from the deal in case the customer defaults. So they get $1,000 from me that I chip in on it, and then the down payment from the customer and whatever else. What they also do is that if Jaiden doesn't make her first payment, if she doesn't make her first payment in 30 or 45 days, and Westlake tries to reach out, they try several times through phone, email, whatever they can. If they can't get a hold of her and get her to make her first payment, I have to buy the whole loan back and bring the whole car back and cancel the whole deal.
After the customer's already
After
had the
it goes
car.
out for a month to a month and a half. So the customer can literally drive around for a month or month and a half, not answer their phone, and now I have to chase them and repossess the car back and pay fees to Westlake or whoever. This is an attack on Westlake. They do what they do. They're a subprime lender. Make your payments, and there's not any issues. And you never know what condition the car is going to be in. I won't even know. We're supposed to get the car back tomorrow. Hope it's not broken, which a lot of times it is. I have to detail it again. Or you don't, or worst case scenario is you can't even get a hold of the customer and you lose the car and it's gone. And you ate all the fees and I have to pay the whole loan off. So Jaiden gets to drive away with a car, albeit it's stolen at that point. Well, I started my day, and then second thing that happened is Lizzie brought up something about depositing checks. She goes, hey, I'm going to the bank. Do I need to make any deposits? And it rang in my brain. I'm like, oh, that's right. I have a bounced check in my car. So I went out to the car, grabbed the check, handed it to Brendan, and then the day was just kind of like from that point. It was a great day. We sold 4 more cars after that. But now,
in one day, we had a bounced check,
a first payment default,
and a first payment default, which is crazy because we don't typically get.
And in a
either
24-hour
of those
period,
things.
we also got a 1-star Google review yesterday from a very unpleasant customer. Who Jaiden is the Google response master, and Jaiden.
I am actually. I probably will do a video on this because
It was
literally,
ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
whenever we get a bad review or whatever, I'm the one who immediately jumps on it to reach out to the customer to figure out what's going on and hopefully, resolve any issues if there are any, and B, respond immediately to the review, especially if it's out of line.
1-star review should be for you bought a car from a dealer, the engine blew up the next day,
and they did nothing to help you.
they won't even answer their phone. That's a 1-star review.
Or do nothing to help
I'm on
you
the side of the road and my car's on fire, and they're like, not going to call you back. Bye.
We really don't have that many.
No, we really
actually,
don't. So it's really annoying when it happens because we're like, what did we do? What did I do to get a 1-star? Because I know no one in my company is bad enough to get a 1-star.
Yeah, the 1-star review that we got was literally a husband and wife that came in and wanted to drive a BMW that we had, but neither of them had a driver's license. So we had to explain to them that in order to legally drive and test drive a car, you had to have, your driver's license and insurance. And they got upset, or Lizzie was working with them. She explained that, and then she did say that, you're still welcome to purchase a vehicle in the state of Oregon.
As long as you have legal
can
ID.
buy a car as long as you have a valid ID. So as long as you have a valid Oregon
Even
ID
a passport, I think, could have theoretically worked.
showing that you have an address. So even if you don't have a driver's license, you can buy a car with just an ID card, but you cannot drive it off the lot. Somebody with a driver's license has to come get your car, and you obviously are not legally allowed to drive it on the street. This doesn't happen very often.
No,
We're
it
very
doesn't.
blessed. We have amazing customers.
No, we have amazing customers. Yeah.
And it's also sharing these stories is just, it's funny, right? Because the things that we experience, other dealers out there know what we're talking about.
So anyway, that happened. They left us 1-star review. We wake up the next day, and that's today.
Well, I have to finish it.
Oh, yeah, finish it. Yeah, finish it.
I can't
Sorry,
leave it there.
Sorry, finish it.
So anyway, they got all upset, blah, blah, blah. then they started cussing her out, and that's when I was like, no, they need to leave. Like, you're not welcome here anymore. Just leave. And then a few days go by, and our manager, Ashlyn, sends out a group follow-up call, and she sends
anyone
out,
that came in on appointments. Like, if you came in on an appointment, we follow up and go, hey, did you come to your appointment? Is there
and
anything
then
we
we
can help you
also
with your
ask for
appointment? Thank you for coming.
feedback. Like, how was your
What can we do to
experience
do
with
better?
us? And we forgot to take them off of the do not call list. So they got a text about feedback, and they call. Lizzie answers the phone, and she starts flipping out on Lizzie again.
She actually says that dumb bitch who I worked with was stupid, or that literally something like that. Like worked with was so stupid. Lizzie did very well. Lizzie was on the phone. Lizzie goes, "Hey, so I'm actually the one you worked with," and Lizzie goes, "Oh, well, just so you know, we bought a car somewhere else, and you guys were discriminatory against us, and and you judged us based on blah blah blah." And Lizzie packs up a little bit. She's like, "We didn't judge you based on anything. You didn't have any ID on you, and you're trying to drive our cars around. Like, I'm not judging you, but I am judging the fact that you and the person you came with had no license, no identification or anything. Yes, that is a judgment call. It's okay to judge, just so you know. I try to tell people this. Judging's okay. That's what a judgment call is. You have to make a judgment call in your life. And people with bad judgment make bad decisions. So yeah, I did judge. You showed up with no licenses, no ID, no insurance, no anything. Yeah, I'm going to judge. No kidding. Wow, weird.
It had nothing to do with your looks.
I don't care.
Had nothing
what.
to do
Yeah.
with
So anyway, so
whatever.
they left a review saying that they were judged because of their looks, because of how they were, because
Blah,
of
blah, blah, blah,
all these different discriminatory
then
things. And we're
I
like,
went
dude,
on-
you're not even a real person,
I
according
went
to me
on,
at this point.
I went on, responded to the review immediately, basically putting them in their place in a professional way, and ended up saying that you might want to take this review down because it just makes you look bad and not us. And no joke, she took the review down. So anyway, I'll probably do a video at some point on how to respond to bad Google reviews or how to respond to things, and because I do it very professionally, and I truly do care about the customer, and make sure that if there is something actually wrong, if we are wrong, I want to fix it. Like, I've sent gift cards to people before because they had to wait, or the car, they showed up and the car was on empty and blah 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 blah, whatever. Like,
Things happen.
Things happen, and it's not very often, but if we need to do something, then we will. So anyway.
That's our 24 hours in the car business right there. So
yeah.
we get called discriminatory and judgmental by people that aren't even legally doing anything legal that I can tell as far as driving. Bounce check, first payment default. So the resolution, well, actually none of them have been resolved yet, sadly. So the gentleman is supposed to be coming in tomorrow to bring us the car.
You were able to get a hold of him.
He answered his phone just fine. So Westlake couldn't get a hold of him for like a month. We called him 3 times in a row, and he answered all 3 times. We called him to update him, called him, talk to him, he was in the mountains doing like some type of construction, or he was out of town doing construction work. He had no cell service. He did some type of contracting. And he answered for us just fine. He was completely compliant. He's supposed to be coming by tomorrow and drop the car off. So what's the weird part about that? Here's the hard thing. It's sad when you're taking back property that's yours, that hasn't been fully paid for, that someone owes money on, things like that. You don't really want to tell them you're taking it back necessarily, and you don't want to give them a heads up or give them a chance to bring it back all the time because they sabotage it. Sometimes, it's sad. Like, you can't trust people, and that's why repossessions happen. That's why people are like, I walked out of Applebee's and my car was gone. It's like, yeah, because if they told you, you would have hid it. You would have hid the car. You would have poured BBs in the engine. That way the bank got a bad engine because you could stick it to the man.
People
and because
do that all
it
the
happens
time.
all the time, or they just hide the car in their garage. And once a car is hidden in a garage, no one can legally repossess it, I think.
I feel like we're giving people tips and tricks here.
But it's, well, you should do, well, they're going to do things illegal either way. I don't know how each state law goes. I just know in this state, I can't go break your garage door down and take my car back. And I'm sure you probably can get some type of law enforcement involved.
I'm sure you could get, like,
there's
at some
something you
point,
can do.
either
There's
way,
something
yeah.
you can do because it is your
Just don't do
property.
sketchy shit.
Just don't do weird stuff, please.
I do not prefer to use Westlake. And Westlake, if you're
They're
watching
our
this right
they're our
now,
last resort.
I need you
They're
to
our last
know
resort.
it's because of the first payment default. But that's understandable.
But they're also the only ones that are taking that bad of a.
And I understand that they're also there as like
we
a
need
last
them.
resort for and I know that they help people. I understand that and I get that. But I personally Do not.
We don't like doing business that way. It's nothing to do with Westlake. I just don't prefer to do business that puts me in a situation like this is all it is. It could be Westlake, it could be my private lender, it could be
because I don't want to have to repo cars. I don't want to have
Once
to
we
call
do
the
a deal,
customer.
I
I
wanna do
don't
the
want to
deal.
have to do that because I feel bad. I don't, even though they're the ones that are screwing us over, but still it's just uncomfortable all around because A, we're out the money, B, we don't know what condition the car is in, and
It's a risk.
C,
I don't prefer to do any business with that much risk.
Westlake, I really hope that you change that one day, because you ask us for more business all the time, and
They can't change it because they work with really bad credit.
yeah,
That's
well,
part of their risk.
they should
They
have
take more
different
risk than we
rules.
do.
They should have different rules based on credit tier. I'm just saying.
Anyway, we're very blessed and very fortunate because we don't typically run into this. We've only had one other first payment default in all these years. So that's good. It happens.
I know.
And they actually have record of him opening the emails and not responding back to them. So they emailed him and it shows that he opened the file.
They can
Or
see
his
that.
wife did, yeah. Yeah, and secure links, it shows if it's read or not. It's read receipt or read receipt. So it shows that email with the invoice was open, demand for payment was open, all that was open and read, and then nothing happened, and they try to call him a bunch of times, and then we call him. So we'll see if he comes back tomorrow. My whole point of this is that it's not over till it's over. We don't even have the car back. And then the bounce check, on the bounce check, the call keeps going straight to like a deadline.
So the phone number is not in
Yeah,
service
the
anymore.
phone number's not even in service.
But I found him on Facebook
And on OfferUp.
and on OfferUp.
So
We'll see. No
yeah.
response yet.
So we will do an update video on all this.
Yeah.
Because we have to. So we're going to see
Yeah.
what happens when they come in tomorrow. We have a very awesome day tomorrow as well, which I'm very excited to release that video on Friday. So make sure to like and subscribe so you get notifications for the update to this first payment default bounce check situation, because I might end up eating over $6,000 for no reason.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah. But
And
let's hope
we
not.
are going to be putting out a video on Friday that's going to be super exciting. We're going to show you some online auction footage and
Actually, yeah, we're going to have a lot of footage. It's going to be a whole day. It's going to be an awesome
Yeah.
just day in the life of what's going on. What else happened today?
I'm just going to say this. People think that we're the bad guys all the time. And granted, look, here's the deal. There are bad people in the world. Okay? There's bad car dealers, there's bad lawyers, there's bad doctors, there's bad customer service reps, there's bad
Everything.
everything. It all exists, right? But you can't lump a whole group of people as bad and as bad people. When we started our dealership 7 years ago, I literally said to Chris, we're starting a business that's one of the most hated industries that exists right now. And you know what his response to me was? Well, that is why we get to be different. And that has been our whole focus, our whole motto since we started 7 years ago, is that, you know what, we're going to be the dealership that we would want to go to and buy a car from. We're going to be transparent, we're going to be honest, we're going to be non-pressuring,
Real.
we're going to be real. We want people to come in here and feel comfortable. We want them to feel safe, knowing that they're not going to be getting taken advantage of. They're not going to be getting put into a car that the dealer knows is bad, that they need to offload, that's going to break down the next day, and that people aren't going to get pressured into buying something that they don't need or that they don't want. And so our whole focus, are you trying not to yawn right there?
I
That was
stopped.
cute.
Sorry.
Oh, we should do more late night videos because that's when you get loopy. Oops, I hope that's not too loud, sorry. Anyway, my point is that people always think that we're the bad guys. You know, to be honest, car dealers, we get shafted from every
You get from every angle.
Every
Everything
angle.
falls on us. If the DMV messed up, it falls on us. If the lender messes up, it falls on us.
Mechanic shops.
Yeah, the mechanic shops, they overcharge us and our customers. If the car breaks, it falls on us. If the customer's unhappy, even though it's nothing we did or could have ever predicted, it's all on us. I mean,
We're the ones
if we
that-
make a if they come bring us a trade-in and the trade-in blows up tomorrow and they lied to me, I can't do anything.
People lie all the time about their trade-ins, yo.
Yeah,
We do our best to look at it
Yeah.
and inspect it before we take it in, but so many times people will lie. Hey, did you
Even though
know
we're being
there's
honest.
a check engine light on? No, I did not know that. Really? Wow. Oh, really? You didn't know? Hey, did you know your transmission's clunking?
Did you know your
and
transmission's slipping in every gear and it won't do over 30? No, I don't know. It drove perfect all the way here.
Weird. It just started doing that.
Wow. Meanwhile, I'm over here with a full inspection sheet giving it to my customer for the car they're buying from me. I'm like, you can buy a warranty. You can check this whole inspection sheet. Here's everything we've done to the car. Would you like to have 3 mechanics also inspect the car before you buy it? Wow, you guys are so awesome. I'm in their car. I come back. What'd you want out of your car? I need at least like 10 grand out of it, man. Yeah. Sure do. I need 30 out of mine. Look at that.
Yeah. So, you know,
Yeah.
we're not all bad. Like,
It's not sunshine and rainbows. After a while, I think dealers just become very businessy. It just comes to a point of like, hey, you bought an as-is car, offered you a warranty, and take a warranty. Have a great day. Bye. I'm gonna report you. Okay, report me. You signed all the paperwork. Have a great day. We don't act like that. We don't. However, I understand why most dealers actually do, because you sign all the paperwork as a consumer saying that, hey, I relinquish all responsibility for this car and I have the right to have it inspected, I have the right to have it checked out, I have the right to all these things, and then you're going to get mad 4 months later. It isn't the dealer's fault. Now, there's a lot of bad dealers out there, absolutely. Do
That's
your
why
research.
do your research.
Yeah.
Before you go to a place, do your research. Check their reviews. Look at their website. Look at their about them. Like, that's we literally, when we first started 7 years ago, people didn't know who we were. I understand every single person walked in with a guard up. We're new in town. We're new car dealers
or we
in
get
town.
beat.
They don't know us. But 7 years down the road, people come in and they're like, hey, I read about you guys on your website and I read your reviews, and they come in and they're like excited almost to work with us because of the reputation that we've built for ourselves.
Out-of-state customers. We've had out-of-state, out-of-country customers. We've had off-of-all for reputation. We're going off a major tangent right now. We need to end this video. We're way past our time on this video. We'll go into more of this stuff later. Stop. So,
Yeah.
y'all have an awesome night. Thank you for watching this. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. Comment on what you want to see in the auto industry. Comment on what you want us to do. Comment on what thoughts you have. If you're trying to buy a car right now and a dealer's acting kind of weird, Facebook message us. We're on Facebook. Like our video, subscribe to it. Go to our Facebook, find us on Facebook, and I'll answer directly back to you as the owner, or she'll answer back to you. Reach out to us as owners of a car dealership. We'll give you as much as we can.
And also, just so you know, our channel is pretty new as far as us recording and building. What?
I slurped when you said that.
Okay.
Our channel's pretty new.
Our channel's pretty new right now with us regularly putting content out. We've decided that we really want to build this channel and we want to share information with you guys from our perspective and show you behind the scenes too. Like, we want to show you some things about how our day looks, not just the car market. There's a lot of YouTubers out there sharing like the car market and stuff like that, but we want to show you behind the scenes of our dealership. We're honest, we're transparent, we're open, and it's a really cool industry. Cars are awesome, cars are fun, we love cars, and we do a lot of really cool stuff here. So make sure to subscribe, because we are going to be putting out regular content. We're going to be uploading 3 days a week, and it's going to be consistent content. Yeah, subscribe. We're excited to have you here on our journey. We can't wait to show more, and we're just, we're ready to upload.
That's fun. If you like your life being different every day and something different every day, I've never had 2 of the same days in the auto industry, ever. I've never had 2 of the exact same days.
It's impossible.
In my life in the auto industry. It is so different every day, and there's so many integral parts of what happens here. It's honestly awesome, and everyone I know that works for us, everyone I know, it's almost addicting. That's why you see so many old car dogs and guys that are running lots and young people running lots. There's never a day where you walk around and you're like, yep,
I'm bored.
this is the day. I'm doing nothing.
Another day, the same thing,
and if you see
same
dealers
old.
doing that, man, they're missing out, because there's a lot of fun stuff happening. So
yeah,
it's always crazy, good or bad. I just laugh at it all now. I don't
It's
even care.
true. Whatever happens,
bad stuff,
I think
good
the
stuff.
biggest
I just
thing-
laugh about it. I'm like, this is awesome. Let's make a video about this. This is great.
yeah. You got to keep positive. At the end of the day, there's so many things
It
that
ain't
are
life
out
or
of our
death.
control, and we can only control what we can, and outside of that, being negative about it isn't going to make it any better. So.
Yeah. So anyway, y'all have a great night. By the time you see our next video,
Or day or morning.
Or day or
I
morning.
don't know when they're watching this. Have a great right now.
And have an awesome Thanksgiving, because the next time you see us, it'll be after Thanksgiving. So
That's right.
gobble gobble.
Why did you say gobble gobble? I'm not putting that in there.
Gobble gobble, peeps. Turkey time. There you go. That works.
That
Gobble
works.
gobble.
Let's go home and go to bed.
Let's go home.
Yeah,
Good night.
it's bedtime.
All I see is rings from the ring light. When I shut my eyes, it's an Audi emblem.
Oh my gosh.
Are we selling Audis?
I'm trapped. I trapped.
What are we gonna do?
Ah.
Confirm availability. 98 Ranger.